Ah, here we are. Hello, and welcome to a new Project Zomboid challenge. We already have a car key. That's huge. This challenge is something I've had in my mind ever since Build 42 came out and reworked a bunch of the wilderness survival systems. This is how long can I survive in a dead town? And I would show you the dead town, but I forgot to enable full view of the map. Give me just a minute. Alright, there we go. That should be enabled now. As soon as I restart the game. Yep, one moment. Okay, and now it should be enabled. Yeah, there we go. So the specific area I'm going to confine myself to is broadly here. I'm going to actually draw on the map and make a more coherent map boundary, because I do want a bit more than extends out here. But yeah, in basic terms, we're going to be restricted just to the dead town. You know, the place with the abandoned factory, the whole, just completely wrecked part of the map. And we are that's a hatchet. That's huge. It's a hatchet in bad condition, but that's still huge. Our character, by the way, is Trash Man. A name that I assure you is exceptionally accurate once we take a look at this character's stat spread. But I'm going to shovel all this stuff in the glove box. Wow. Start off with gas in the car, huh? You know what? That's a good omen. But yes, Trash Man here. He is a blacksmith who is puny, unfit, thin-skinned, conspicuous, prone to illness, a slow healer, has a weak stomach, needs glasses to see, has a slow metabolism, can't drive above 30 miles per hour, has the knowledge of blacksmithing, is dexterous, is inventive, a light eater, low thirst, wakeful, organized, a gymnast, a fast learner, handy, has wilderness knowledge, and is a little bit overweight. This is a character who I've designed that he should be able to survive long term off of basically nothing. Like with his maintenance and skills and things like carving and carpentry and wilderness knowledge, which means he should be able to just forage and know what he's eating, which is important. Now that we have the pen, however, I'm going to actually mark what the playable boundaries for this save are going to be. Because it is going to actually be a bit bigger than the actual dead town itself. I do want just the slightest bit more. So we are going to go ahead and draw them. Really? We have pens and pencils on this, don't we? Game, why are you being like this? Come on. What do we drop them and pick them back up again? Oh. Okay. Yep, alright. Didn't know it'd quite be like that. Alright, just go ahead and erase all that here. Let's head inside before we make our map annotations. And I've chosen to start in Riverside rather than starting in the town itself, purely so we can have a place to kind of catch our bearings, you know, before we move out to strand ourselves. But okay. So, as far as our boundaries go, first things first, we are going to put a boundary up right here. Let's see here. Just keep drawing lines. Okay. Okay, and now there we go. So, we are not allowed to go onto a long needle road. We're allowed to go pretty much everything. Before that, we are not allowed to go on that road. In terms of a southern boundary, this one's going to be pretty easy to mark. The southern boundary is going to basically be the little... It's just going to be along the forest here. Okay. Draw out this line. All right, there's the southern map boundary. God damn it. There we go. There we go. Good enough. Okay. Well, this gives us a good indicator of where I want the western map boundary to be. Okay. And the northern map boundary is just the Ohio River. We just can't go further than that. Okay. Now that might look like a lot of space to play with, but I assure you, we will run through it pretty quickly. I'm going to look and see, what do we have in our car? Nothing. I'm going to permit us the day to get preparations set up. As far as gathering resources that we'll probably want if we're going to strand ourselves. And by preparations, I almost exclusively just mean water. Because, the fun fact about the destroyed town, it does not have water spots. Because it is considered by the game to be derelict. Which means the water in all but one part of the town has been turned off. So we are gonna need to figure out a way to fix that. Now, fortunately, I might have an idea in mind. Unfortunately, this is risky. Come on, come on, come on. Forward. Forward. I need water. Water. Seriously? Really? Normally, I'd be happy to see that empty gas can. Wow, incredible. There is absolutely no water in here. Put the pedal to the metal here, trash. Come on. Oh, awesome. Awesome. Epic. We try to get anything done in this build, and this is what happens. Come on. Well, we already have a scratch on our arm. That's incredible. Can you please get away from my car? Kinda can't get in if you guys are camping at it. Alright, that'll have to do. Well, that went about as poorly as I could have hoped. Why was there no water in there, dude? It's a gas station. They usually have water bottles. Well, okay. Game, please stop with this lag. Come on. Everyone, follow me so I can actually get things done. Yahoo! Come on. You know what? This might hurt. Like, this might hurt a lot. But it could be worse. We could be bitten and dead. Come on. Slowly lead, slowly lead. Come on. The fact that I have to just do stutter steps to actually get them to move along because of the way Build 42 works is very silly. Very silly. Alright. Now, we should be able to loop around. Get into the tool store. We're mostly just looking for a hammer and an axe. A better axe than this extremely crappy hatchet. A whetstone would be nice. But we can, like, make one of those. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. Let me get rid of you. There we go. Okay, nothing in the tool chests. The welding mask, we're gonna take that, even though I don't suspect that'll actually be that helpful. Handy knife. Better hatchet. Claw hammer. Screwdriver. Hacksaw. Go ahead and dump that hatchet on the ground. Okay. Shovel. Flashlight. Although I'm pretty sure we'll get one of those just by itself. Knee pads. Safety first. Okay. Pliers. Small hacksaw. A mason's chisel. Box of nails. Bunch of wood for carving. Tongs. Okay. Rope, steel wool, respirator filters. Don't know why that was so hard to say. File, owl. A wood saw. A gardening trowel. Carpentry chisel. Mason's trowel. Pipe wrench. Club hammer, which should be good for smithing. Put the shovel on our back. Hey. Come on. Please stop this. Seriously? Okay, thank you. A satchel. Planks, ear protection. Jacket, clothes. Workman shirt, lumberjack shirt, crowbar. Okay. Okay, so the prep phase could be going better. Just in many ways, this is kind of awful, but hey, we have a super cool satchel. That's pretty cool. I hear steppy steps. Okay. We are using a hair dye bottle as a water bottle. That's... If that gives you an idea of just how badly we are currently doing. Well, you know what? Let's look at things on the bright side. Is it true that we're kind of in a bad state as far as materials go? Yes. But it's not like we don't have anything. We have, tools. Try to describe the boxes of nails. Yeah, and you know what? I'm gonna grab the bleach bottle and dispose of it too. We'll be able to fill that up with more water. Yay. Boxes of... Store's closed, sorry. Give me the whetstone too. Like, even though we can make one of those. Rubber hose too. That'd actually be quite helpful. And rope. You know what? One more thing I'm actually gonna grab is the table. So we will have a workbench. Uh-oh. There were many. Please get off me. Please get off. Alright. Come on. I would have loved to go by the school and possibly get myself some tools, but I think that is just an unrealistic goal in our current physical condition. Especially given how messed up Riverside's Main Street is. Holy crap. Yep, we are taking an available alternative route. That's bad. Hey, wow. That's a lot near the police station. Let's find ourselves a nicer place to unload, shall we? Which, I mean, this is build 42, so that's gonna be a all order, but okay. Put our table in there. Put all of the extra tools. Put every... Yep, I hear ya. Get. Thanks. No, I'll pull up further. Thank you. Okay, I think we just might need to get out of town. I will see you all when I'm at my next destination, which is going to be the radio tower. Okay, so from this moment forward, we have officially stepped into the boundary line. We can no longer leave past where the boundary is. I feel like our first step, our first real port of call, going to be heading toward, or at least trying to head towards, the radio tower. Now, I've had this place be quite populated in the past when I have tried to go here, but this is our best shot for actually getting a good foothold before we progress into the dead town itself. So we're gonna go ahead and pull up. By the way, there is a gas station we'll be able to access. It's the kind of crappy one right outside Brandenburg. That said, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm not convinced that gas station is gonna be very reliable in the long term. We're probably gonna have to get used to walking everywhere. This car is a luxury and will probably eventually just turn into a glorified storage unit for us. Okay. Although the fact that this car is essentially just on borrowed time anyway, because again, I'm not convinced gas is going to be something we'll be able to get reliably. So that does mean I'm a bit more willing to use the car as a battering ram. Oh, by the way, you know how I made a big deal about grabbing that whole welding mask? Yeah, we don't have a welding torch. And I'm not convinced propane is going to be something we can easily get. So that was a bit of a worthless investment. All right. Come on. Digital watch. Thank you. It's huge. Hi. All right, so this isn't that bad. Like, as far as groups of zombies go, this isn't that bad. Another digital watch. I'm going to take that. It was like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's not that bad. There should be supplies in the maintenance shed that we'll be able to get. We're gonna need to use our hatchet on that. Pissed. Come on. Oh, damn it. We vibroed too. Oh, all right. One down. Come on. There we go. Another digital watch.
Hey.
Come on. Hoping one of these guys has the key to this little tower. No. Okay. Ooh. Hello. 106. Okay. That is helpful. Piece of tape, notebook, water dispenser. Nearly full water dispenser. Okay. I don't think you realize quite how huge that is. Oh, oh my god. Yep, this is the look. I got two. This one's nowhere near as full, but water. Hey. Hacksaw, battery, premium tech radio, rubber hose, vice grips. Kentucky by bicycle. You can research a craft recipe for a belt? I mean, all right, not gonna complain about that. Seriously though, this water is huge. Hey, buddy, this is my radio tower, not yours. Oh, no. There we go. Come on, you're making me look bad. Thank you. Okay. Wow. And this is legal. This is pretty much... I would almost say this is center of the legal map boundary. Okay, there are a couple farmsteads that, we can't quite access. We're gonna actually have to go to this one on foot. Because of the way I drew the map boundary. Oh, that's funny. Do I want to adjust that? So that way? No, because I think it's actually a funny problem to have to solve. So we're actually going to keep it like that. Actually, a decent amount of houses we can scavenge. There's a couple stores, including a fishing store that I'm really hoping comes through for us. Okay. Let's get a screenshot. Let's get a thumbnail screenshot. There we go. But I am going to go ahead and end the episode here. Project Zomboid, the Dead Town Run. I'm gonna refill the water dispensers once I stop rolling and take inventory of everything that's in the station, but I won't move on to the actual dead town until next time. So, I hope to see you all then. Peace.